I want to hear your thoughts about the relevance of religion and ethnicity in putting together tickets that can dethrone, if you like, the ruling APC. How significant is this today relative to other elections?
It's always been significant, no more than before. Nigeria is a very diverse country. Because of that, you need to rotate certain offices amongst some religious populations and some ethnic populations. For instance, a Muslim ticket is not likely to fly.
But some suggested that it was successful in the early 90s.
Yes, it's been done once, but when you test the waters now, you find out that it's not likely to fly. A north-north ticket will not fly. A south-south ticket will not fly. So, for instance, if you have the president from the north, the vice will have to come from the south or the southwest, because you will alienate certain people if you don't give them a feeling of inclusiveness in the process.
What, in your view, is an effective combination to wrestle power from the APC? Let's take, for instance, the presidential candidate of the main opposition party, the PDP. Yes. Atiku Abubakar, obviously from the north. What do you think can work if he is to win these elections?
Well, to my mind, Atiku has a nice problem. He has so many eminently qualified people from the area where they have zoned the vice presidency to. They said that they wanted to come from the southeast. And there are so many eminently qualified people in the PDP for him to choose from. So he has a nice problem.
But does the southeast northern candidate work as a combination to dethrone a southwest northern candidate with the APC?
I think it's good enough. The reason being that, for instance, if you take one of the candidates, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, her CV is awesome. And
of course, it's still speculation at this stage. It's not a confirmed situation.
Her CV is awesome, and if you
but would that CV resonate with the electorate, though?
Yes, because you see, if they win, she will be the first female vice president in this nation. She will pull in a lot of female votes across religious strata, across tribes. She will do that.
So gender has now become another major issue to consider.
Yes, yeah, as in every
it becomes an issue once you have a female candidate.
Yes, and she's very well qualified for the position. And then you look at people like Peter Obi. Peter Obi walks around with the solutions to Nigeria's problems in his head. He turned around Anambra State when he was governor there. He's a man that can make things happen. People will actually vote for the party knowing that somebody like Peter Obi is on the ticket. You have Professor Soludo, another very qualified person, an expert in macroeconomics. He can do a lot. So I think he's spoiled for choice. It's a difficult situation for him.
Right. Okay. So again, I want us to really drill down into the possibilities here. So we have 36 states clearly that are in play here. Yeah. The northern part of the country is it accounts for a huge number of registered voters.
Yes.
So success in the north is very crucial. Yeah. Then basically the argument is that do extremely well in the north and then try and do relatively well either in the south or in the southeast. Yeah. Sorry, or in the southwest. Yeah. Do you think it's that simple this time, or do you think that the candidates may have to wrestle a few victories across the country, not just taking specific regions?
Well, I think the decision of the PDP to bring out Atiku Abubakar was quite strategic, because what they intended to do was to divide the votes of the north. Since the north have so many registered voters, if you bring out a popular northern candidate, then they will contend for the votes of the north. If you bring out a southern candidate, then all the votes will go to the northern candidate. So it was a good decision. And then if they can share the votes of the north, then they have to battle it out in every other state that is not a northern state. They will have to campaign vigorously. So it's going to be a tough fight.
Right. Yeah. What about the so-called fringe candidates? So the other opposition candidates that are not in any of the big two political parties. how does the combination of candidate and running mate impact what could happen in the elections with what they do here?
Well, I'm afraid that there are some of these political parties who don't even know who their presidential candidates are. You have to Google them before you can find out who they are. But that's not to discourage them, because there's freedom of association and expression. And we do need alternatives to the APC and the PDP. But I don't expect any of them to make any appreciable impact, no matter what they do in this election. But it's a building process. Perhaps in the next election, a third force will actually arise to shake the table. For now, they are just learning to walk.
And coming back to the running mates, another perhaps qualification that I think many will be looking out for will be acumen with respect to economic policy.
Yes.
And given all that is happening with the country, poverty is at an all-time high. It appears to be the biggest challenge that any president will face going into 2019. So you really want to bring someone that can come with a lot of great ideas.
Yes.
Your perspective on that?
Well, it's very crucial. In fact, beyond these religious and ethnic considerations, the deciding factor for the coming election is the economy. If people want something to change in the economy. Now, if you need to bring somebody that has ideas that can create wealth in this nation, because wealth creation is a challenge that we are facing. And we have so much potential, but we have not realized it. So of these three candidates I told you about, all of them are economic experts in macroeconomics. Peter Obi, Okonjo-Iweala, Soludo. There are some others, but these are the three, to my mind, the three foremost persons that have those ideas. I mean, if I had to choose, I could choose any one of them. And they are younger than Atiku. Peter Obi is about 57. Okonjo-Iweala is about 64. And Soludo is about 58. So these are people that will still have the verve of youth to add to the wisdom of the older person. So it could be a very good combination, and I look forward to having people at the helm of the economic affairs that can, turn the economy around.